Welcome everyone back to the COD Rec League. We have Bravo on stream tonight. I'm joined tonight by Bluffsy. We are going to have the Toronto Falters versus the Maui Chums in our first match of the night out of the Silver Premade North division. And hope you're having a good night so far, Bluffsy. A little late start, but we got there.
Yeah, we finally did get there, and what a map to start on. Fortress Hardpoint right here. You can see Toronto did start on the good side, and they are trying their best to just hold off, make sure that Peach spawns for P2 right now. And Maui Chums is doing a great job of sucking as much time as possible off of that P1 hill.
Yep, I mean, you're going to see Toronto right now pushing in and trying to retake it. They are going to maintain those spawns right now for P2, so I mean, they're able to get this break. Maui's going to be forced out to the other side of the map, and you can see Kira's are going to be ready there for that rotation, ready as Snapshot comes through. Snapshot's going to go down. Beef is going to be the next one up and falls as well. Third player, BZ, is going to be cleaned up as well. So Toronto right now looking really solid on this early rotation as Kira is going to go on the 3 streak, locking down P2 right now, and Maui going to be forced on the other side of the map.
Yes, sir. Kira just doing a great job right here, making sure no one goes through the open and closed doors, and then you got Beaky all the way on the back, trying to help his team keep spawns. He has a 2-piece right here, and just Toronto in a huge advantage right now, just holding P2 spawns, trying to get as much time as possible. They already have a 30-point lead coming into this hill. And if I was Maui, I'd probably just push it one last time before just rotating over to P3 and just trying to get as much hill time on that and just tying up the map from the next hill point. And you can see they're already rotating there. It's all up to Beaky though. Can he get the kill? No, he can't. BZ with a huge kill right here.
You're going to see, I mean, the rest of the team is going to be here as well. They left one player behind. The rest of the team is rotated over. Kira and Tenacity both falling, though, and that is your kind of advanced guard push coming from the side of Toronto. You're going to see now they're going to soak up those last few seconds. They're going to wait and kind of just hit this a little bit late, and it's going to give Maui lots of time here to set up as needed. And you're going to have, I mean, Beef is going to be that first player up, picks up that first kill. Beaky goes down. You can see the split now coming in as all the players are funneling in, but Tenacity will fall as well, and well, shots going in onto a third out front. Kira's going to find one, but I mean, as of right now, Maui's going to hold the line, and Toronto has not been able to get into this side of the map.
I don't want to jinx it, but Ragnar is yet to die. He is 5-0. What a great start from Make It 6-0. He gets the cruise. Can he get the last one on Spoink? No, he runs out of bullets, but he is getting as much hill time as possible on this. 30 seconds left for Toronto. Those are great scrap minutes if they can. They were able to break it after 30 seconds of hill time, and just Ragnar is on fire right now. 7-0. Finally does fall, but Beaky right here just to take the last 20 seconds, and you can see Maui already rotating off to P4.
And we're going to say, I mean, they kind of gave that one up again, and Tenacity is already here. I mean, Toronto's been so early to these rotations around the map, making sure that they're there on the positions, and early on, I mean, they're going to get caught out here a little bit. Ragnar is going to fall finally. Actually, that was his second death, so I mean, I can't say finally. He did actually die a couple times in the process there. But Maui's going to be set up here for this time. They're down about 60 or 60, 70 points here, and they're looking right now to just hold some of these lines, but Toronto is just going to slam their way in. They're going to only find one kill. Beaky is going to end up falling as well, and Ragnar team kills as well, so that is going to put a halt to that push, and Maui's going to hold off on that first wave.
And if you've noticed, Toronto have been playing very patient, even though they're up by 60. I like their game plan right here, just making sure not to waste any lives, count your losses, getting the picks whenever you can, and just working for scrap time, because you already have a huge lead. So all you need to do is just break the hill. Right now, they are sort of trying to set up for B5. You can see BT's already on hill. Tenacity with a huge kill right there. And then the side of Maui is in that... what was that area called? I forgot. Maps area, sorry. And they're just trying to get as much picks as they can. But you can see Toronto already set up with the open and closed doors, soaking up hill time, up by 80. And
but all the players are going to be funneling in from the back, and I mean, 3 go dead. BZ blows himself up with a nade, it looks like. Just going to be kind of Snapshot here, trying to break the trophies on the point. You can see the players from Toronto are just so positioned here to guard all the possible exits. They held off that push that was coming from P3. Now they're pushing off, or holding off a P2 push here. BZ's going to find one. Wild player is going to be closed. That's going to be Spoink. Spoink goes down. BZ has found 2, but it's still not going to be enough. I mean, Beef and BZ are just clearing out all the Toronto players here, and they're finally going to break into that hill, but I mean, you're only going to have 20 seconds left, not a lot of time, and knowing Toronto, they're already set for the next hill.
And for P1, it could definitely be a money hill if you do set up for it early on the rotation after the second set of hills. And you can see Toronto, like you said, already set up. Tenacity with a two-piece right here. Beaky with a great position to set up the spawn trap. And you can see the side of Maui are spawning around that P3 area. Toronto making sure not to lose spawns for P2, as well as trying to get as much hill time as possible. They're trying to close it out in the next 2 or 3 hills if they can.
Yeah, we're going to see. I mean, Beaky again going to be going for that push, and they're holding the line. Kira and Ragnar both picking up kills here. I mean, Kira's currently 14-8. Beaky is 18-8 right now to lead the lobby of all players, as Maui's just had a bit of a rough time just trying to get in here, as they're going to end up taking one, and now it's all going to be on Kira on the point. Kira's going to fall. That's going to be an early break here for Maui. Relatively early, actually. I mean, you still have half the hill left. Going to be moving towards that P2, though, and Toronto is going to be once again set up incredibly early. BZ finds one, not able to snap to the second. Snapshot here, knows that this player's inside, is going to find one, looking for the second. And this will be actually a clear out of P2, although, I mean, Tenacity is immediately going to respond back. So, I mean, you can see it's a back and forth. Everyone's kind of not caring about P1. That's been given up. I mean, you only care right now about the new hill.
And Maui just doing a much better job on this P2 hill than they did the first time. In control of it, in control of spawn. Snapshot gets a pick right here. Spoink is watching both closed and open doors, making sure that no one comes from those doors areas. They can have spawns. If I was Toronto, I'd probably just try and contest as much as possible and then just move on to P3. And just like that, Toronto get a 3-wipe and are on the hill. If they soak up as much hill time as possible on this, it could be GG's in the next 2 hills.
You're going to see, I mean, Ragnar's going to immediately chime back in and probably going to go for this rotation already. 20 seconds to go, and they're already going to be on the move. You can see the players from Maui know that they can't afford to give this hill up next. It's going to be P3. This is your money hill of just locking things down. And you got to make sure that you hold this line. That's going to be a good start. Finds one on towards Kira. Immediately falls back here towards the actual hill. And the rest of the players here are going to be advancing across the map, and I don't know how BZ got to there in the middle of closed. Somehow still spawns up in the middle of basically every Toronto player. But Hill's going to pass over now, and it's going to be all of Toronto hitting from the front door.
And Toronto do only need 25 points in order to win this first hardpoint map. So Maui need to play perfect COD, and they are doing it so far. However, Toronto get a 3-wipes all up to beef, and just like that, Toronto are in control of that P3 hill. Kira, can you get the kill right here? Yes, he can. Toronto are in perfect position to win this map. They're only 15 seconds away.
I mean, Maui Chums has to go, and they have to go now right now. They're breaking through the front door, not able to pick that one up. And that, unfortunately, I think with 3 dead from the side of Maui, that is going to be the map. Not enough time, and there you go. We're going to close things out with map number 1, Toronto, picking this one up. 250 to 128.
And looking at the scoreboard, Toronto definitely slayed this map. Huge performance from Tenacity going 20 and 18. Beaky, I believe, got 23.
Player with shaders, trying to get that back all up and running. We are good to go, though. We are ready to load in to our next map. It's going to be Hotel S&D. This is going to be Maui Chum's map pick as well. We're going to start our board here with Spoink right out of the gate. And we're going to see it is going to be an A hit, but the first kill is already going to go to Kira here. It's going to pick up that kill in mid. Or excuse me, on towards the bomb, actually. And that is going to be player number 4. That's going to be Snapshot. Immediately falling. Spoink as well. I'm going to fall. It's going to now immediately into a 4v2, excuse me.
Make it a 4v1, and right now it's all up to beef. Can he get this pick? No, he can't. And it's just a flawless round from Toronto right there. Getting the picks left and right. It seemed like Maui weren't really together to get each other's trades. And Beaky was a 2 kills in that round, as well as Kira getting 1. And I believe Ragnar got the last. But it's just a great defensive round from Toronto. And that's how you want to just carry the momentum off from that last hard point.
I mean, they're picking off right where they left off. Toronto coming out streaking. So is Beaky with 2 kills in the round as well. They're going to be here on the attack and to see where they decide to take this bomb. I would like to see some early B hits and stuff like that to kind of throw off the pacing. But nope, looks like your standard A hit. And Beaky's immediately going in towards a statue here. He's going to find the first shot, and it will be Snapshot with that early peek. Does end up going down. Meanwhile, I think Spoink here is just getting chased around. You can see a player is pushed up so far for the side of Toronto. That's going to be 8 Tenacity. He's going to be up above. I'm not sure if Spoink is aware of this. but that player is going to be very far pushed up, and Will definitely is going to hear that. Boink not able to finish that one, though, and gets taken down from behind, so not able to finish the kill. Bit unfortunate, but BZ will chime back in.
And an interesting play from Maui right here, just trying to play on the flank, trying to play that bedroom area. And Beef needs to try and help his team, but he does get naded by Beaky. Beaky with 4 kills already, doing bits for his team. All to BZ to get the 3 kills and a defuse. Can you do it? He gets the first one. He has 14 seconds left, though, so pretty much a very impossible situation for him, and he does get shut down. Toronto, 2 rounds in a row.
And it's going to be 2-0 Toronto going right back up. I mean, it was just a very spread out hit, it looked like, and that early pick as well sure helped things as Beaky was able to pick up one. They were able to push a player so deep in towards the side of Maui Chums on their side of the map here. As we're going to see where things are going to go next. It's going to be Maui. They're going to make that decision now where they want to direct this bomb for the time being. And we're going to see right off the rip, it is probably going to be more towards an A hit once again. I mean, it's basically your standard. I know I was talking before this. It was like, oh yeah, 50-50 between A and B. And then everyone just goes, nah, we have one bomb site. Only one that we like. And actually, first player is going to end up dropping. It will be Kier, actually. His Beef is going to pick that one up. The rest of the team able to kind of retreat back out. Ragnar is going to fall as well. It's going to be a 2v4 now. With the other side, Beaky going to spot one here in the back. And it is going to be getting away now. It's just going to be, well, BZ accidentally took out Spoink as well. So 4 kills and a teammate. But at the end of the round, won't matter. Maui Chums comes out on top.
And just like that, that's exactly when you do what you want to do if you're the side of Maui. Just play aggressive. Toronto is playing a little bit passive, so make sure you get the map control. And then once you're there, get the picks left and right. And just a great round for Maui to bounce back, make it 2-1. Right now, they're definitely looking to tie it up after with their coming defensive round. I would look at Toronto, though, to go on to that B side for sure. I think now would be the time to do so.
No, I definitely want to see a B hit coming out of them, and it looks like that's exactly what we're going to get. Basically, the profit you are here. As you call it, they're listening. They have the comms in. Coach Blepsy at the ready. Already doing your coaching job ahead of time here. And actually, it does look like a pretty good stack coming out of the side of Maui. They're going to be ready here. Battle Hardened is going to brush off some of it. Spoink trying to get away and is going to run immediately into another player. Was not ready for that. As Tenacity, Ragnar both combined for 2 kills. It's going to leave Beef and BZ now working their way across the map. And while Tenacity says hello, ready and waiting.
BZ just in a very tough situation there. 3v1 needs to get bombed down. His location is known as well, so great job by Toronto. They knew there was only one person in the kitchen. They get the pick, they plant the bomb, they just play the numbers game, and just like that, then we get 3-1. Great play call from them to just go on to that B side, knowing that A is going to be much more contested.
Yep, and I like the defense too from the side of Maui, being able to spread out there. It was more just generally across the map. I mean, you did have that was Spoink. You kind of got caught off guard there inside of the kitchen and freezer area. But, I mean, the way the defense was stacked up was just a nice, neat line across the middle of the map. They did a good job. And now it's going to be a very spread out attack here. You can kind of see this first shot will be Snapshot charging on forwards here towards Couches. Knows there's a player here, but not able to get that pick as Kira picks it up. You're going to see Ragnar with the sniper in hand, looking for that shot. Not able to find it. Is going to be forced to kind of fall away here. And now you can see the 3 players left for Maui are going to be grouping up, playing a little more defensive. I mean, they're not as proactive here. And, I mean, Toronto doesn't have to be that active. You can see, I mean, Beaky again on this flank. Ragnar's going to find the pick on towards Spoink. And this round is looking real rough for the side of Maui.
It definitely is. And you can see Toronto not overextending. They do have a person in the flank who just gets the pick right there. And just like that, Toronto make it 4-1. However, Toronto playing very disciplined. They got the pick, making sure not to overextend. Maui was hoping that they would so they can even up the numbers game, and then Beaky right here on the flank gets the kill on Beef and end of the round.
As we're going to see again, there, I mean, there you go. That's going to be another round. It's going to be 4-1 here, up for Toronto. Beaky currently 6-1, but no streaks, so no cruise missile probably in sight to be seen or anything from the roster. As we're going to see another defensive side from Maui here. I want to see them get like really over aggressive in a certain spot, like pick a lane and just send like 3 players down it. You're going to make some gambles. You're down pretty heavy early on. You're not winning a lot of these 50-50s right now. As Beef has actually gone undetected here, it's all going to be on Spoink in the back, is going to be playing really far back here. And these two players actually on B are going to be a little bit cut off.
And Beef is in a great position right here for a flank. He is playing very patient, and Toronto do get 2 picks. Beef has to get the flank right here and get as many picks as he can. He gets the guy off bomb. He knows where bomb is. Now he just has to play his life, make sure that his teammate is... Oh, he's lost the life as well. In the 3v1 situation. Can he get the second? Yes, he can. Beef trying to clutch this round out all on his own.
It's going to spot that player there on towards the bomb as well, and is going to go right through the glass. They're going to know exactly where he is, and the nade is going to get thrown out. Might catch that out, but no, it's just going to get knifed at the end. The player coming through the door with the stiletto in hand and just swings and connects. So it's going to be a final one. Beaky is just looking for just kind of running it down, and I don't think was actually expecting the player to be that close. I don't think he was expecting him to turn around. But it's going to be match point now. Going to be Toronto with a lot of rounds in hand here. And Maui staring down the barrel of a pretty rough S&D for the time being.
If I was Maui right here, I'd just go for a very aggressive push. Try and get as many picks as possible, plant the bomb, and play the numbers game. You are down 5-1, so every round matters from here on, and you do need to play perfect COD, but that's exactly what you want to do. And you can see they're already all setting up towards B. Toronto probably have noticed how quiet it is on A, and you can see they're already rotating to B. Great response from Toronto right here.
You can see Toronto's moving so far around the back, and Spoink is going to pick up Kira. So that's going to be a first kill here, first blood going the way of Maui Chums. More than happy with that. Tenacity going to answer back on towards BZ as the flood is coming in now. These 3 players in connector. Spoink with a second of the round as well. Beaky coming in on that flank. But by the time he gets here, it's going to be too late. He had a sniper. It's well, it's a little late for this one.
Tough position for sure. He does need to get 3 picks as well as defuse the bomb with a sniper rifle. He's probably just going to play his life at this point, trying to get picks. He's very close to cruise missile on a 4 streak right now.
It was also probably just looking to see if there's a gun that can be picked up off the ground, but I mean, right now, not able to recover any of these. Is going to find a 74U here, and that'll work out. So yeah, again, trying to just stay alive. Going to pop that Daddy as well, and looking to just pick up some kills here, if possible. Is going to get spotted, though, and he goes right through the door. I don't know how he kills Spoink there, but is not able to survive much longer. So gets to 5. I don't think that was a cruise missile there. And Maui Chums is going to stay alive.
That was a much better round from Maui, though. That's exactly how you need to play if you want to be competitive in this map for sure. And yes, you do need to win 4 more rounds in a row in order to take this map, which does seem like a tough task. But all you need to think about is just the next round coming up. But right now, Maui just has to play very good defense, notice where Toronto is and Toronto isn't, and be able to respond.
That's what we're going to see here for the time being. Where we go. And Maui's going to just commit 2 players. I mean, look at this. It's going to be just 2-player rush, basically, towards the steps and Wine. They're going to run into Beaky. Beaky's been playing this kind of flank position for a while. BZ, though, finally picks Kira. That's going to be an early pick, but Tenacity is so deep right now on these players. BZ is not going to be ready for this, and just like that, a flurry of kills. Snapshot going to be the last alive now in a 1v2.
And Bomb will go down on A, so Snapshot does have a decision to make of where he wants to push. He is going from that Shandy's area onto that P2 side. Does he see Ragnar? He does get good timing. However, Ragnar would definitely have noticed him after firing his gun. Can he get the pick on Ragnar? No, he can't. And just like that, Toronto make it 2-0. Win 6-2 on this S&D. And they're looking to close it out in the control.
Yep, I mean, it was just, Toronto just winning a lot of the gunfights. A lot of the 50-50s just not really going Maui's way. I mean, especially the Snapshot had him weak, and just the number 3 control on Hotel. We got Toronto 2-0 up right now on the Maui Chums in this quarterfinal matchup. Silver Premade North Division. And right off the rip, it's going to be very early here on board with Snapshot. Just charging forward, trying to put a dagger right now into this offense. But it is going to be 2 players over on towards A. And Toronto is going to get some early ticks over there, it looks like.
Toronto is trying to get as much ticks as they can on A. And right now they do have the stack coming in where it's a gym, so it should be done on the A side. However, Maui does a great job of fending off that initial B push. And right now you can see Maui's in a great position to just sort of put Toronto in a spawn trap. Toronto need to be able to break the setup, and just like that, Kara with a huge kill on snapshot, but Spoink does get a pick on Beaky, and Tenacity with a flank right here going through Spa. This is going to be very crucial if you can get any picks here.
I mean, based on where the spawns came in, they should know these players are back here, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to read that. Maui is going to lose one. Snapshot, though, will chime back in, and we'll get traded out. As Tenacity finds one, finds two. 5 in a row right now for Tenacity already. Hasn't gone down, and is going to find the 6 to earn that cruise missile. As Tenacity, right off the rip, is just going crazy in the back line. Spoink is going to fall as well. Tenacity, finally, the reign of terror gets ended as Beef is able to pick that one up, but not at the cost of 2 ticks here on the B site. They're going to almost shut down one. There you go. BZ is going to find one on towards Ragnar, but everybody else from Toronto is here. And this is going to be a real quick opening round.
And definitely shout out to Tenacity on that. Just playing that spot area, watching the P2, getting huge 2 picks from the players spawning on P2. And just like that, you're spawning Maui out. And all you need to do is just watch that P4 area, watch mid, and just stack the hill. That's exactly what they did. They got A as quickly as possible, had a lot of time to work with. They have the cruise missile in hand as well. I'm looking to see how Maui responds.
And they definitely have a lot going for them right now, very early on, earning that cruise right out of the gate. A lot to be happy with right now if you're the side of Toronto. I mean, Kira, I mean, still on a 6th streak as well. Actually, that's going to be a 2nd cruise. Yeah, they're going to have 2 because Tenacity had one as well. Snapshot opens up and is able to cross here. His Beef is going to be able to look to get back around towards A as well. They're actually stacked on towards B right now. There is nobody home from Toronto as these players are finally going to get over here on this side of the map. 1 is going to go down, 2 go down. Kira, Tenacity both fall to BZ, who finally drops. Ragnar, though, is going to be here for this challenge. Immediately gets traded out, though. Snapshot coming up with that kill. And this might be a really early B take. No, actually, no. Excuse me. Kira gets shut down again, actually. And this is a big push here out of Maui.
This is exactly what you want to do if you're the side of Maui. Just come out, Brian, making sure you get kills. You get the more difficult hill first. So now you have around 2 minutes to work with in order to get that restaurant hill. And you can see the side of Toronto is sort of pushed up in Kitchen Kira with a huge 2-piece right here. And are trying to make him push out. But Maui, all they need to do is just 1 wipe of kills and then stack the point. And just like that, they'll tie the round. Tenacity, though, with a 2-piece right here.
I mean, Tenacity is already up to 10 kills. We're right behind at 9 as well, and the guns are coming alive from the side of Toronto. Maui now just kind of coming off of these respawns here, trying to get into where they can. The problem is that you have to go through such an early wave, and I mean, it does not help when Kira is doing that. Tenacity, Beaky, all picking up kills. Everyone from Maui falls, and there's players spawning on the other side of the map, actually. There's some odd split spawns there going on. One did make it through. It's going to be Spoink who made it onto the hill, but it's going to just get shot from in every single direction, more or less. There is going to be 1 flank. It will be Snapshot coming in all from the back, but the rest of the team just not staying alive back here.
In Toronto, extremely spread out, very doing very good on the life difference, 20-8 right here. They're just frying on another level. Kira is 12-4. You got Beaky 10-4, Tenacity 13-4. They're just frying on another level. So Maui in a very difficult position. Only 5 lives left, but they do have a minute to work with if they can get the initial wipe.
We're going to see, I mean, once again, I mean, Tenacity getting charging forward. I mean, it's just going to be 1 player left. It's all going to be on Beef here after a very early, I mean, they capped all of A really early, or excuse me, B very early on, but now it's going to be a 1v17 for Beef. Not going to be happening, you know, as it will be Toronto going up 2-0 right now on the map, and they are looking primed for closing this one out in 3-0 fashion.
Only 1 round away from taking this match and moving on to the semifinals. So we could see a reverse sweep if Maui sort of turn it up right here, but Toronto definitely looks the more favorable side. Just having still the 2 cruise missiles in hand as well, definitely helping them.
Yep, I mean, that's for sure. We're going to see Maui on this defense looking to try and hold the lines the best they can. They're going to send 2 players here over towards A off the rip, which is where everybody from the side of Toronto is heading. All these players are going to be charging forward, immediately traded, though, 2 for 1. And that's going to leave Maui kind of scrambling as A has been absolutely taken over. All the players from Toronto are here. And, I mean, this might cap... I mean, it is actually going to cap rather slowly because Ragnar's the only player on the actual point. But the rest of these players are going to be chiming in. They're just holding down the lines. It doesn't matter if it's slow when they're getting all the kills anyway.
Toronto is just playing very spread out right here. And like you said, just slow capping. They do have a 2-stack, I believe, on it right now. And BZ with a great read, making sure not to lose control of that B area. You can see, though, Tenacity and Ragnar do get 2 picks of their own. Ragnar's trying to look for a flank right here, trying to pull off what Tenacity did on that first round and get control of that spot area and have Maui spawn out.
Yep, I mean, you are going to see those spawns coming into play. They should be well aware that there's a player in the back, considering they're spawning out in towards Spa. As Ragnar is going to be just in the back here towards Luggage, looking for one of these players. Knows that Beef is in this corner, potentially. Nope, turns away. Didn't end up spotting one out. Spoink is going to fall. But this has been a very, very slow round, considering the pace of what we've seen in the last 2. They're going to go snapshots, going to be up on that platform, but is going to end up picking that one up. And Spoink just comes around the corner, picks up the kill. Isn't going to know there's a second one, though, in the back. And, of course, it's Beaky, always in the back, looking for these shots here, and is going to have to just turn and run. But again, it's going to scramble all the players available on the map, and Maui is beginning to fall here.
Maui is beginning to fall as well, like you just said, but they're also spawning out. So Toronto is in a great position right here. All they need to do is just stack the point, and they're already 2 ticks and a half into B. Well, sorry, a tick and a half into B. They're only 1 tick away right now. Kira, can you get the pick here? Yes, he can. And just like that, Toronto seems to be in control of this map, and looks like they are very likely to move into the semifinals.
Yep, we're going to see. And there you go. That's going to be it. Every tick is going to go through. Toronto Falters is going to take it 3-0 in the control, 3-0 in the map as well, as they're going to close things out. And, yeah, I mean, it was just all Toronto every which way. Maui just basically just outclassed right now coming out of